I think I'm recording. Okay, so this was a astounding thing for me. Um, I bought this ASUS router after we got our Starlink in because the router I had, which was a really nice little router and a media server, Synology RT, I think 2600. It worked fine, but it couldn't support the gigabit WAN port. And so it just wasn't moving traffic. You know, I got this thing that'll give me 250 megabit a second download, but the router wasn't up to it. So anyway, I replaced it with this ASUS, which is kind of cool. It's done everything I needed it to do and then some, but it's got a dual WAN input, and I wanted to take advantage of that. Prior to the Starlink, I had a pair of Wi-Fi routers that I used as endpoints to hop to, anybody who was providing Wi-Fi, and I used a dual link over that so I could go one way or the other. And then I added the Starlink in, and that took away that capability, but heck, I haven't used it since. But what I did do was get a little Alcatel LINKZONE 2 little router that uses a SIM card and connects to via cell phone. We bought that in Puerto Rico just before we left, and in anticipation of getting to the Bahamas and being able to get a local SIM card for Bahamas as a backup for our internet connection. And so we pulled in Agua and got it, and we've been using the little Alcatel router just fine since then, but not connected as a redundancy to the Starlink. Simply manually, we'd hop over and connect to the Alcatel. And that's worked out real well, but I had wondered about being able to hook it up to the ASUS router and get it to be a secondary WAN link. And I just made that happen, and it was pretty simple. I'm not going to go through the whole details now of that setup, but anyway, to show you, our primary WAN is the Starlink, okay? And the secondary WAN is the Alcatel. And here it's showing it connected, but I haven't refreshed yet. If I refresh the screen, it should flip because I turned Starlink back on. It should be back online now. Well, not quite yet. Yeah, it's not getting that. Now maybe, oops, sorry, didn't want that. Let me take a look via Starlink. Is that going to connect? And the answer is no. So let's go back and hook up to it directly. See what's going on here. Oh, it's probably not up yet. Aha. Yeah. That's it. I just turned on a couple of minutes ago. So there we go. Oh, nope, shows online now. And it just came online. So let's go back over now. And there we go. So it's flipped to hot standby. The setup is for it to go ahead and use the primary, to be the primary WAN. And it's set for fallback mode. So it should flip itself back. Hello. Oh, that's because I disconnected, duh. Now let's go back to All Saints. Come on up, come on. There we go. And there it's connected, boom, straight up. Okay. Go back here. Okay, so it shows you here that the primary is the Starlink and it's connected. And the secondary goes to cold standby. That's the one I don't quite understand. It drops the IP address, and it has to go through a reconfigure cycle. It doesn't ever go warm. It just goes to cold. But I tested it just a minute ago, and it worked just fine. So I'll show you how I test it. Pretty simple. I've got the Starlink routed to the load terminals on our cockpit solar charge controller. Okay, the charge controller has a pair of load output. You can see at the bottom there, load output, state, on, current, blah, blah, blah. But this controls the Starlink power. And so from here, I can turn the entire thing off. Boom, done. Okay, so now that that's flipped off, going back here, notice it's already network cable is unplugged. Okay, so it's pretty quick. So I'm going to refresh, and we'll wait for the refresh. And now it's showing it as disconnected because it's bouncing the port again. There it goes. The DHCP does not function properly, but it will. It'll come back here. There it goes. Boom, connected. So I'm just thrilled. This worked so easy. Plug and play, literally. I mean, I had to enable it in the configuration here, but once it was enabled, it just hooked right up. So anyway, awesome for me. And if you guys want some more details, just drop a note and I'll be happy to oblige. So bye.